Hello Aries, I hope you're all doing great and happy birthday to all of you as well. I thought I'd upload your April Tarot and Oracle card reading first since it's your birthday season. So you're having the Sun, Mercury and lovely Venus all in your first house of self. And so it's all about you, it's all about self-expression and doing the things that inspire and motivate you. And you might feel like updating your image, and you also have a lovely new moon in your sign on the 11th of April, a new moon in Aries. So that's all about the possibility of some new opportunities coming in for you and embracing the future and some fresh starts. And starting over with a clean slate, Aries. So I'm going to start off your reading with a Crystal Guardian's card. And you have the Desert Rose. Are you ready to lead a more fulfilling spiritual life? Do you feel a strong connection with God and the angelic realm? It is time to open your heart to the divine. You are a blessing here on earth, so step into the magnificence of your love. Be the overflowing vessel of divine love. And Saint Therese is the guardian of this stone. I'm grateful for the power of flowers and the fragrance that permeates all life. My head and heart are aligned with the divine. I believe in miracles and the miraculous power of unity. I spread love and well-being to all life. Desert Rose. Well, it's a miracle that there's a flower in the desert, isn't it? If you think of it that way. So next I'm going to get you a self-care card. And you have listening. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. So listening to your higher self. And you have had a lot of planetary activity in your spiritual 12th house leading up until April. So you might have felt a bit more like introspection and being guided by your inner compass, a bit similar to the Hermit card in Tarot. And next I'm going to get you a Starseed Oracle card, and even if you don't follow the Starseed concept, the message could still be quite relevant to you. And you have jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Well, that's very much the energy of having a new moon in your sign, Aries, and setting your intentions for the future and new opportunities coming in, I feel, for you, and moving forward with confidence. And next I'm getting you a Work of Light Oracle card, and one has just popped out. and you have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And you do have your ruling planet Mars in the third house of communication at the moment. So you could be getting some sort of spiritual downloads, so to speak. And the third house is ruled by Mercury and Gemini. So it's very much about energetic upgrades and connecting with others on a deeper level, and breakthroughs and revelations coming in with Mars in the third house. So that's fantastic energy. And we'll get into your tarot cards now. Oh, I've had one fall out. And we had the Six of Emotions coming in, or the Six of Cups. Can we have some further guidance for Aries for the month of April? Guidance for Aries for the month of April. Guidance for Aries, thank you. For the month of April. What's popped out here? Temperance, card of Sagittarius. Further guidance for Aries for the month of April. Month of April. Guidance for Aries. So we'll keep going with your reading. Next you have the Four of Voices, or the Four of Swords. And then you have the Hanged Muse, number 12, or the Hangman. Then you have the Muse of Emotions, which is one of her extra cards. She has 4 extra cards in her deck for each of the 1 Arcana suites, and that is one of them. And it's sort of like a combination of all the court cards in one card, the Muse. And then you have the 10 of Emotions, or the 10 of Cups, in your outcome, which is great energy. The Page of Voices, and we'll get one more for there. The Page of Materials. So how this reading works, Aries, if you haven't watched my videos before, is this is the beginning of April through to the middle of April, around the time of the new moon in your sign. And then this is mid to late April, and we have a full moon in Scorpio, a super moon at the end of the month, represented by the 10 of Cups in your reading, which is lovely. I might just get another one for the 6 of Emotions. Why is the 6 of Emotions here? Or 6 of Cups? And we have the High Priestess, number 2. And I might get another one for Temperance. Why is Temperance here? Oh, they're just popping out for you. You have the 9 of Inspiration, or the 9 of Wands, your fire energy. and the Hanged Muse and the Muse of Emotions. Why is the Hanged Muse here? The Hangman, thank you. And you have the Six of Voices, or the Six of Swords. And why is the Muse of Emotions here? 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 And you have the Sun, which is lovely. So you've got the Sun and the Ten of Cups, two of the best cards in the tarot here in your reading. So it looks like it's going to be a great month for you here, Aries. There's forward movement, and then there's a slowing down, and then there's more forward movement again. So there's ups and downs for April, but in a good way, you might say. And I'm going to get some more information for you with the Moonology deck. Can we have some more information for Aries for April? More information for Aries. So you have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And then you have be bold and make the first move, the cardinal moon. And then you have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. And what do you need to release with the waning moon? And on the bottom was new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead, which is great news. Okay, so to start off April, Aries, you have the High Priestess, card of Pisces, and the Six of Cups. So what I feel the message is here is this Desert Rose card you had out first. Are you ready to lead a more fulfilling spiritual life? And do you feel a strong connection with the divine? And you are a blessing here on earth. So step into your magnificence. And it's very much a time for you to do this, Aries, with the Sun and Mercury and lovely Venus, goddess of love and beauty, all in your first house of self. So you are the wise woman, you might say. And you had this card as well. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. And don't hold on to the past too much with the Six of Cups here. And nurture your inner child. And with all this planetary activity that you've had recently in your spiritual 12th house, you've probably been doing some quiet reflection and facing your shadow self and seeing what it is you need to let go, and maybe making some important decisions on how to move forward with your life as well. And with the Six of Emotions, it's important that we learn from the past and move on. and not take the baggage with us, so to speak. And I feel with these two cards that you're also going to be reaching a new level of spiritual awareness. And you may even feel like you have some sort of psychic or intuitive powers. And I feel that these two cards are saying it would be good to accomplish your goals using the power of your intuition. So visualize your situation resolving itself effortlessly, as though guided by unseen forces or the divine. And know that they are with you on the journey. Because you got a strong message early on in your reading that they're there to help you if you need it. With these two cards, you had this one, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. And jump in. Say yes to change. And there should be some positive changes coming in for you, Aries, with the new moon in your sign on the 11th. And representing this new moon, you have the Four of Swords, which can also, or Four of Voices as it's called here, which is also about connecting with the divine. And she's letting her inner light shine out here. And she's on the precipice of some universal energies here as well. And with these red rose petals, I get the impression that there could be some love coming in for some of you as well, because you had that message here. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So I feel that could be the message of the Four of Voices as well. And speaking your truth with Mars in your third house of communication as well. And a truth could come to light during the time of the new moon that's important, or some important information that is going to help you to move forward in some way around the time of the new moon. And you also have the Nine of Inspiration and the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. And the Nine of Inspiration, or the Nine of Wands, is the Wounded Warrior card, and it's the moon in Sagittarius. So you've got two cards of Sagittarius here. And it could be that some of you have strong Sagittarius somewhere in your chart, or your partner or someone in your life could be a Sagittarius, and they're going to give you some good advice around this time as well. And the Temperance card is all about divine timing and waiting for the right time for something to happen. And I feel that you've been hoping for some new energy to come into your life here, Aries. And these two cards are saying it won't be long now until this new energy is going to come in for you, and these new opportunities, because you're close to achieving your goals with the Nine of Wands here. And you had that card here, a personal issue reaches resolution as well. So it could be that. full moon in Cancer. And the Nine of Wands is also a message not to give up, that you're very close to achieving your goals, and that there might be a bit of a waiting time, but divine timing is at play here. So don't get discouraged that things aren't moving forward quickly enough for you, Aries, because something I feel is coming in here for you with these cards. And also with the Four of Voices, take some time out to rest and recuperate, because things might start to get busy for you and you don't want to miss out on any new opportunities that are coming in because you're exhausted and run down. So just make sure you're getting plenty of rest is the message of the Four of Voices. So recharge your battery, so to speak. And then moving further on into April, you have the Six of Voices, or the Six of Swords, and the Hanged Muse. And I think it's interesting that this card and this one are very similar. So I feel led to read to you actually what it says about this one, because I feel it might be important in some way to your situation. So it says here, you are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you are here. You may find that you are experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling a Kundalini awakening through your body from the base of your spine. And the most important thing for you at this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Well, that could be the message of the Four of Swords as well, not to overthink it. And share your experiences with like-minded people, or even journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. This card may also be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world, or perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following work your life activation. I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. So I know it's a lot to take in for just a monthly reading, but I have to go with what the cards are telling me here. And this looks like it might be something that a lot of you are going through at the moment with this hangman here. And the Six of Voices, or the Six of Swords, indicates that you're leaving some sort of unhealthy situation, thoughts, or even a person behind, during the month of April as well, moving to calmer waters, so to speak. And this is very much a forward progress for you, and something that you might have been a long time coming for you, Aries. And with the traditional Six of Swords cards, there is a man guiding a boat, which represents that you're being guided by the divine on your journey, and that you have support from either the divine or people around you, or both. So you are moving forward here on your journey in quite an important way in April, Aries, with these two cards. And it just might require a bit of patience on your behalf. And here she's been buoyed across these sharp obstacles by the divine as well. So I feel here, if something doesn't work out, it's because it's not meant for you. That rejection is God's protection here. Because if your path hadn't been altered here by the hand of the divine, you would have landed on these sharp obstacles, which doesn't look like a very comfortable situation to be in. And here we see the third eye and the activation of the third eye here, and the awakening or enlightenment that a lot of you seem to be going through at the moment. Probably because, as I said before, you've had all these planets in your 12th, spiritual 12th house up until now, where you have, in April, you have the Sun, Mercury and Venus all coming into your first house of self. And then with Taurus season, they'll be going into your second house of finances and self-worth and the things that you value. So there might be some new beginnings coming in for you on the material plane as well, towards the end of April, which is exciting for your Aries. And it does look like you're entering into a very abundant and prosperous phase with these two cards. You have the Sun and the Muse of emotions. So, and I feel you're reaching a new level of happiness here with these two cards, which represent mid to late April for you, Aries. So this is lovely energy, and you're going to be entering a time where you experience a lot of happiness and creativity and just generally good energy coming in for you here. Probably renewed optimism for your goals, hopes and dreams as well with the Sun. And the Sun can also be empowerment of the mind, because the Sun gives life to all of creation, and it's about using your mind as a powerful creative force here. And you did get that message before with the awakening card as well. And you've overcome any challenges that you might have been facing early on in April here, and also getting the chance maybe to travel and having a little bit of extra money and finances to be able to enjoy the good things in life as well. And also I feel you have this message here applies to be bold and make the first move as well, with the Sun and the Muse of emotions. So lovely energy there for you, Aries. I'm going to have a look in her book to see what else this Muse of Emotions has to say. So, as well as reaching a new level of happiness, this Muse of Emotions is all about compassion, joy, the freedom to feel all the emotions as a way to self-discovery, transcendent states of bliss, meditation, inner calm and knowing, and being totally in touch with your desires and with balanced and peaceful emotions, avoiding negativity and moodiness, and rising above the shadow self here. And it's very much the watery energy of going into the full moon, super moon in Scorpio at the end of the month on the 26th of April. It could be representing that as well. So, great energy there. And then you have a personal issue reaches resolution as well. And what do you need to release? With the 10 of emotions, the page of voices, and the page of materials as well. And the 10 of Cups is all about having a happy family life, and it's very similar to the Sun energy, where you have balance and harmony and happiness coming into all your relationships. And I feel that some sort of blessings are coming in for you here with this energy towards the end of April, Aries, with the 10 of Cups and the page of voices and materials. And some new information might be coming in for you with the page of voices that allows you to make some the practical plans that you need to make with the page of materials. And communication is going to be important towards the end of April as well with this energy. And communicating and keeping things practical with the page of Pentacles. And it could be a great new business idea that you can do from home as well with this energy. And it could also be a practical person who helps you in some way or supports your goals with the 10 of emotions, which is Mars in Pisces, and Mars is your ruler. And Mars in Pisces is all about passionate emotions and possibly even some sort of celebration as well. Having something to celebrate at the end of April, Aries. Apart from your birthday, that is, some other sort of blessing coming in as well. And with the page of swords and the page of materials, it's just saying that information is going to be key to your situation as well towards the end of April. So check all your emails and messages. So I'm going to finish your reading with the Lover's Oracle and see if we can get some information about your relationships. So fantastic reading for you there, Aries, for April. couple pop out. You have this one. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So it could be a passed on loved one, I feel, giving you this message, Aries. Or it could be that someone you know has much stronger feelings for you than you realise. That's what I'm getting from that card. And you also have wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. We'll get one more. Have this one. Twin flames. Your passion ignites. That sounds exciting. So they're your messages for April, Aries. I hope you receive some guidance from that. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and tell all your friends. And I hope you have a great month of April. Bye for now.